Hi there, this is Rajesh and you are watching my channel Rinku Art. So today in this video I'm going to we have started animation in my last video. So in this video I'm going to explain you about the timing of animation. What is timing of animation? See, when we do animation, the motion of the object or any character or any part, if it is moving, what is the speed of that object or that character? We need to find out that, and accordingly we need to do that in our animation so that the animation looks real or convincing. So we need to decide the timing of that particular object or part or character prior to our animation. So how to decide that? So in this video I'm going to explain you with some examples about slow in and slow out. So let's get started.
Hey, welcome everyone. You are watching the channel Rinku Art.
So friends, to demonstrate the slow in slow out, I have taken a circle which has no outline, as you can see over here. So in frame number 1 I have placed this circle with red color on it, and right now I will do some animation with this. So to do the animation, first I need to decide how I want the animation to be. So I want this circle to move from this point to this point. So this is on frame number 1, as you can see over here. So you need to check every time where your frame is. So on frame 1 the drawing is present here, and I want the animation to be on this line itself. Character or the ball or the object, whatever you have with it, you can move from here to here. So I have decided. So what I'll do, I will plan the circle from here to here within maybe 1 second. So to complete a full 1 second, I'll place a selection over here and press F6. F6 means I have copied the same drawing from frame 1 to this place. Right now I have two drawings, this one and this one, but in the same place. So I want this drawing to be here. So what I'll do, I'll press shift and arrow to place the object in my desired position, maybe here. So right now I have two drawings, but there is no animation yet. So now I need to put animation here. By default, one option is there with which you can do the animation technically, like it is there, create classic tween. If you'll hit it, then by selecting the object into symbol you can do the animation, and automatically it will move from first point to the last point. I'll show it to you. If I'll hit like this, then it will say that your object should convert into symbol to do the animation. So I'll hit OK, and you can see there is animation. So I don't want to teach all these things because this is already there in the software and you can very well understand. Maybe you know this earlier, so I'll not do this, but I'll show you the traditional way of doing the animation. That means you need to do drawing. So this is a single frame and this is another. So I need to draw drawings in between. So let me tell you that this is 24 frames per second. That means in 1 second there will be 24 frames you can see. So it's not that you have to draw in each and every frame. If you'll draw in twos means one drawing will be for 2 frames. Then you need to draw 12 drawings. So first I need to draw the drawings in between the 2 frames. Before that we need some planning. How to do the planning, I'll show you. Let me open the onion skin and show you 2 drawings. This one and this one. Now it is quite visible. One thing I need to explain you over here. In traditional we used to do grids. What is grids? Grids means way to place the object to get the timing. It's roughly a timing like this we used to do, but simply you can draw like a straight line. It may be in horizontal or vertical. This will represent the beginning or the starting point, and it will represent it as 1 or whichever frame the object will be on, and last frame if you want to place it, like it may be 24. Right now it is 24. Okay, so you need to move the object in equal timing. That means there should not be any slow in or slow out. It will be in constant movement and constant speed. So to make that object move in constant speed and equal timing, you need to draw a drawing in between. Here means here this drawing, and this one is this drawing, okay, this drawing, and this one is this drawing. So I need to draw in between here. After drawing here, if I'll draw over here, then this gap will be more, so it will not look like a motion, a movement. It will look like it is jumping. Only images are kept there and it is not moving. It will look like that. So what we'll do, we'll draw here as well and here as well. If required, then again we can draw in between this two frame and this two frame, and again this two frame, and again this two frame. Okay, so if it is 24, then let me count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. It's coming 9. So I can erase this one, and if I want this to be double exposure, maybe then 1, this is 3, because one exposure will be there, 2 here. Okay, 3 5 7 9 11 13 15 17. So this I want to move to 17. Let me see where it is. Yeah, okay, and then hold. So this is the graph. So what I'll do, I'll cut it and I'll place it in a different layer, so it will be easier for me to see the timing. Okay, basically what we do, we used to take this and place it over right hand side without any disturbance in animation. So okay, I'll put a lock over here, and now I need to draw a drawing in between somewhere here. So this is the in between of 1 and 17, this one. In 9 I'll draw one circle, F6, and I'll bring that circle in between 1 and 17. You can take this drawing or the object, not exactly, but you can assume somewhere in the middle and place it here. So we got this 9. Then we'll draw what is the middle of 9 and 1. Then we'll find the middle, that is 5. Okay, so we'll go for 5 and F6, then again shift, and we'll try to place the object in between 1 and 9, and again it is done. Then we'll go for this 9 and 15, that will be 13. Place another one, F6, then I'll shift this object in between 9 and 17. Not exactly, but roughly you can place it. So right now we have number 1, then number 5, then number 9. This one is number 5, then this one number 9, 13, then 17. Okay, so these are the keyframes we have done till now, and 3 will do, and I'll show you after completing all the drawings. Okay, so as you can see, I have completed the drawings. So I'll move the onion. So before that, I'll show the drawings what we have right now on the workspace. See, all the drawings are in the equal distance, so the motion will be equal, the action will be equal. I'll show you. See, okay, if you want more smooth drawing, then you can add one more drawing in between 1 and 3, so it will look more smoother. There is no slow in slow out in this animation. It is going in a uniform speed. Okay, so if you want to increase the timing, that means it should go slower, then you can make some other changes, like you can shift it. This is for your basic idea how to plan it. But if you want to manipulate here, you can do that here as well. Suppose you want this animation to be more smoother, then what you can do, you can add more frames here. Suppose if I'll do here F6 again, and I'll open the onion skin and drag it from here to here, and I'll see 1 and 3 frame, and between that I need to place this object. So now in second I'll shift this one. If it is not visible clearly, then you can do one thing, you can make this as wireframe, and now you can see very clearly. And in every frame you need to do the IVs. IV means in between. Okay. So now you can play and see whether your animation is looking smooth or not. So I'll remove the wireframe. See, now it is much more smoother than the previous version. Okay, see. So this is in uniform speed, there is no slow in and slow out. So we will learn the slow in, slow out just now. So for that I'll draw the grid. You can say this one as grid, and I will let me take another layer to demonstrate slow in and slow out. Okay, this one number 1 and this one 17. So here first I'll draw on frame 9, then again in between if I'll draw 5, and here also in between I'll draw number 13. So I want the ball should come in fast and stop slowly. That means slow in. While stopping, it should decelerate the speed and come down to stop. So what I'll do, I'll draw more drawings in between the last frames, because the more drawing you will add, the more smoother and slower it will be. Okay, so let me see if 13 then 15 it will be here, and more frames are there, but there will be place or not, we'll see that. And it is very important in Flash how to place the keys. If there is no place, how to manipulate the keys, that is more important here in Flash. Okay, so watch it carefully how I'm doing that. So first I'll take a circle. Here I am not drawing anything because already one circle is there. Just think that circle as drawing, and every frame we are drawing something. Okay, so for the demonstration purpose I am taking this circle. So don't think like you have to use this type of object every time. So first I'll take a circle with shift, and now this is in frame 1. Let me take in different layer. This is slow in. Okay, the last frame will be here F6, and I'll shift. Here. Okay, both the drawing should be in the same place. So let me take this little back. Okay, so the middle point will be 9, F6, and again I'll take this to the middle. Or let me open the onion skin. Then again I'll place one drawing in between F6 I'll put, and in between, okay, here as well. So now the next frame will be on F6. Then what I'll do, I'll place it in the mid of 13 and 17, roughly like this. So the action will be like this. It's not looking that smooth, but I'll make it smoother. How? I'll tell you just now. But first I'm concentrating on the last part where the object should get slower. So here I need more frames or more drawings, which I don't have right now, but I'll try to put a frame over here, F6, and shift, and I'll draw like this. Okay, So I need some more frames. Till now this graph is okay, but what I'll do, I can manipulate over here in the timeline. So the drawing is here. Let me hide this. See, this is the drawing. So there is more gap, that's why it is not looking smoother. What I'll do, I can take this keyframe here so that speed will appear here and that gap will not visible. Here more gap is there, that's why it is visible in our eyes and it is looking jerky. If I place this to here, then it will go in a speed, more speed. And if I'll place it over here, this one also here, and this one over here, and this one over here, so I'll get more frames in between this frame and this frame, and I can slow down the speed more. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now you can't see the space in between because the keyframes are closer, and I can add more frames in between. See, this is not the middle point. Actually, you can make your drawing over here and you can replace the key points here and there and see the difference in the speed and timing. Okay, so I'll place it with F6 and open the onion tool. So now you can see it is more closer, and one more drawing I can place. Okay, so you can see, so need to check once if it is working properly or not. So I'll play and see the difference. Okay, so here the jerk what it was coming earlier, now it is not visible. I have done nothing here. I have just shifted my keyframe closer to the first drawing, so that spacing goes off and you can't see the distance between the two drawing. So that thing you can do. So I will unhide my previous drawing with no slow in slow out and this one with slow in. Okay, did you see? The first one is moving at a constant speed or a uniform speed, and the another one is moving with a speed but it comes to a halt with slow in. This is the difference. See, so it is looking quite natural. And if you want to add more and you want to give more slow in to the last frame, then you can add more frame. Or you can do one thing, you can, if you have place, you can put another frame here and make it too closer to the last drawing. Now it is done. See the cushioning. Okay, so like this you can do the slow out as well, just the vice versa of this. So this is your homework, like you need to go with the timing with this ball character. We'll do some more exercises with this timing because this is more important to do animation. So first I am doing the ball animation, and with this ball animation you can try out different spacing and timing so that the animation will look different from my drawing. Okay, just find out and get acquainted with the timing and spacing of your animation. And we have some more projects like pendulum and bouncing ball. Those we will do it in our upcoming videos. But first, here the main concern is you should know the timing of the object, how it is playing on the timeline. Okay, because that is the thing you will show to the audience. That's why you should understand this timeline. It's very important. It's not about just drawing 2 frames and you need to place it here and there and the animation will over. You should understand the timing, and what you are thinking, that should be on the workspace and that should be the output. Then only it is like you have created your animation. as you have thought of. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you like this video and got some information regarding the timing, and in my next video I'll show you some examples maybe where it is apply and will do practically. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and share this video with your family and friends. And if you are here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe my channel with the bell icon hitting to all. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.